Hi, my name is Fran and this is The Creative's Edge. I am the owner and director of Lello Living, which is a homewares brand, and I've run creative businesses my entire adult life. And I'm here to teach you all the things that I've learned from that to hopefully make it easier for you to get whatever creativity that is inside you out and in front of people. My name's Fran, I run The Creative's Edge, and I've been in business since I was 18. Had 5 businesses. All of them have been 5-figure businesses at least. A couple of them in 6-figure businesses, and they've all been profitable. But along the process, I've learned a lot of things where I've done a lot of things wrong, and a lot of things have taken a lot longer than I intended them to be, or have been a lot harder than they should have been, really. And I've kind of realised that actually, looking back on that I've got the experience now to help people avoid all of that and just sort of fast track into getting their stuff out there. And I think creative people really struggle with that bit, and that actually if you've got someone who can show you from that kind of creative standpoint rather than from a business standpoint, they're sort of speaking your language kind of thing, and that's where I think I've sort of got something to help people in the future. So my first business that I ever had, I was 18 and I ran a clothing business. I created a clothing label and I used to make latex clothing to go out in clubs in London because it was really expensive to buy fancy outfits and I couldn't afford it. So I made them, and then I made them for sale, and then that just sort of took off. And then I ended up spending a lot of time sat in my bedroom making and no time actually going out. And then from there on, I had a business upcycling furniture, and it went from antiques dealing to upcycling, and then that took off, and then I ended up making furniture, and then I became a furniture designer, and that took off so much that we ended up in London Design Week being one of the ones to watch one year. We were then sort of, our furniture's in restaurants and hotels and coffee shops internationally, which is all very cool. But I found physically that I was making enormous items on my own and really struggling with it. And I found that it was emotionally killing me as well, because I'm making all this furniture, but I was on my own all the time and away from my children, and I'm thinking that's not the point that I made the business. So I closed that down and made a business that I could do from home, and now my business is completely focused around my kids and my life, and then the business allows me to live the way I want to, and that's what sort of made me want to start The Creative's Edge, is to show people how to create a business that sort of serves how you want to live, rather than have a business that takes you away from it at the end of it. My motivation behind starting my first business was completely around money and just a creative outlet, to be honest. There wasn't any real knowledge behind starting a business. There wasn't any real desire to have a business at the time. It was just to fund my going out at the time, and it just sort of fell into it. I didn't have any training into it, and I didn't have any training in fashion either. I just had a skill, and it grew and developed, and the business, it's just sort of evolved out of that, really. I think once you've started a business and you've got good at it, I think it does just, you do become a serial entrepreneur, and if it clicks for you, you do just want to start business after business, because it just, opportunity just seems to be everywhere, and I think you're either that kind of person or you're not, but once you've got into it, I think a lot of people are that kind of person. So with The Creative Edge, what I want to bring to people is kind of a reduction in the barriers to entry for creatives to make money and to get out there. I want to show you people how to get out there in whatever way that suits what they do best, and make the most of what they are capable of being in a business sense, so that you can sort of make enough money to do what you want to do with it.